Hello and welcome back. Well, I'm in my kitchen, which can only mean one thing really. It's another come bake with me. Yeah. As you're watching this, yesterday was my birthday and no one will have got me a cake. So I thought I'll bake my own. So this is a come bake my own birthday cake with me. And we're going to try something new, something I've never made. So once again, this could go dreadfully wrong, but fingers crossed it doesn't. So we're going to make a red velvet cake today. It's one of my favourites, but I've never made one, so we thought we'd give it a go. And fingers crossed I do a good job of my own birthday cake. As per usual, I'll put a link to the recipe I'm using in the doobie below, along with all the other bits and bobs that are in there. So that is the plan. Right, I'm going to get all the stuff out and then show you what we need. So in here we've got 150 grams of caster sugar, 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And I'm about to sieve in the flour. Now I'm not sure if I'm doing this bit right, but it says to beat the eggs, add the oil and the buttermilk, which actually looks like this. I didn't realise, it's like cream. And then put the food colouring in that, and then it says to stir the wet ingredients into the dry, so I'm assuming I've got to put all the wet ingredients together and then add it to my dry ingredients. So that's how I'm doing it, rather than adding it one at a time into the dry. I think that's right, but we shall see how it comes out. This looks gross. So this is all the wet ingredients, the oil, the buttermilk, the eggs and the red food colouring, although I didn't have quite enough red food colouring. And I think it looks disgusting. So I'm hoping that's right. I don't think my cake's going to be a particularly red velvet cake. But I wonder if I can get any more out of this. Right, now this needs to be put in with the dry ingredients. So first I need to beat them together, stir in the wet ingredients into the jar, into that, and then beat them with an electric whisk, which is there all ready to go. So as it all mixed together, it's more of a chocolate cake than a red velvet cake. I'm sure it'll still taste nice, or at least I'm hoping it will. Now we need to get that into these, somehow doing it evenly. Not sure how I'm going to do that. These bad boys are now going to go into the oven for about half an hour. Which has been preset to gas mark 4. Don't know what it is in other stuff because I have a gas oven. So, wish them luck. At the oven. Thing comes out clean from both cakes. So they are now baked. They don't seem to have risen a huge amount, and they're definitely not red, but no, well. The butter and icing sugar are together, the cakes are just cooling, and now I need to add 300 grams of the cream cheese to that. I feel like I've done something wrong because this is my icing, but it feels really, I guess it's thicker actually if you stir it like that. It just seems really quite runny. I don't know whether this is right and whether it's going to stay on the cake or not. Tastes nice though, don't seem to have lumps on them. I'll give it a bit longer and see what happens. I'm going to need to add more of that stuff onto there. Might add another spoon. Before I smother this in icing, that icing, it seems to be okay. It's definitely a cake. It probably could have risen a little better. It's definitely not a red velvet cake, but a brown velvet cake, but should taste nice, I guess. But now I need to smother it in cream cheese icing, so I'll come back to you after that. And voila! My rustic red velvet cake, which is smothered in cream cheese icing, which happens to be my favourite, but that's what's left over. And I don't know what I'm going to do with that, because I really can't put any more on there. So, I'm going to find some candles and make a wish. Happy birthday to me. If you've liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Bye.